Welcome back to Couch Potatoes. Today we're going to be discussing the top 5 most anticipated games of 2017. Countdown from 5.
We got some awesome, excellent games lined up today. There's some pretty classic ones in there that you're probably going to be very excited about.
I'm excited. Now, without further ado, don't forget to slap that like button and let's begin.
Up first, we have number 5, Mass Effect Andromeda. Now, I played the first 3 Mass Effect games and instantly fell in love with the game and the way that they handled the character development. The next game in the series will be taking place in the far distant future, separating it from the original trilogy about 600 years. The gameplay will be very similar to the past games, but I am excited to see how it looks on the Frostbite 3 engine. This game will be released sometime in 2017, we're not exactly sure when, but it will definitely be playable on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Alright, so Preston, tell me, what was your favorite thing about Mass Effect? Like, the original trilogy?
Honestly, I just really liked how original it was with their Geth, which were the aliens, the bad guys.
Okay, I was gonna say, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And the way that they handled the combat was awesome. It was so different than just like the whole run and gun, shooter that you're used to with like space RPG games.
I was gonna say, I'm a real big sci-fi fan, so I figured, I saw the game and I was like, I really want to get into this. The character development I heard was brilliant.
I believe that this one will be a great point if you haven't played any of the other ones. I think this game will be a good one to start with.
Alright, well this sounds pretty exciting. I'm hyped. I don't know about you, but I'm hyped. Number 4, For Honor. Do you like medieval themed games where you get to murder hundreds of people? Then listen up. I got to play this game a little bit earlier at the last 2 E3s and was blown away with the level of immersion. The combat is a little tricky at first, but in no time you'll be slaying your enemies for honor. I was also a fan of the 3 playable factions, which include Knights, Samurais, and Vikings, and with the 3 factions are 4 different classes to choose from. The game will also be featuring a single player and co-op campaign, which will take you through the 3 factions. The game will be coming out on February 14th for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Alright, well Preston, I was honestly pretty impressed with this game at E3. It was like, you imagine being a massive, just knight, big buff dude, and you're swinging your sword, and all these other little knight guys are just getting chopped away.
I mean, that just sounds like my dream.
It was pretty fun. I felt like a lawnmower.
I really like Samurais and Vikings and all that stuff. I haven't really seen much of this game, but it sounds really cool from what you just told me.
It's pretty brutal.
Number 3, Prey. If Prey 2 is anything like it was Prey 1 on the Xbox 360, then I know it's gonna rock. I do know that Prey 2 will tie into the events from the first game as far as the story is concerned, and multiplayer will have several different types of guns, including acid shotguns and strange crab-like mines. Though the project was actually canceled in 2014, they rebooted the development of it in 2016 and announced that it will be on the market sometime 2017. It'll be playable on the Xbox, PS4, and PC.
Acid shotgun? Preston, what is this? What are you talking about?
It's as cool as it sounds. I played the first one all the time back in the day. Now it's pretty old. It's pretty old because the first one came out in like 2008, I think, something like that, like a while ago.
My parents didn't let me play games like that back then. I was
neither did mine.
Oh.
You go to friends' house and you can play it. But it was awesome. They had like the weapons were so creative, and it was just
that sounds exciting.
Strange, like all these weapons, and it's really fun. It's basically like Doom, but with like cooler weapons.
I was gonna say, I'm excited. This should be a fun game to play.
It's gonna be awesome.
2017. What? Number 2, South Park: The Fractured Butthole. After the great success of the first South Park game, Ubisoft is back at it again with the release of South Park: The Fractured Butthole. The story of the sequel will be taking place after the events of South Park: The Stick of Truth, and will allow you to play as a superhero. I was able to get a small sneak peek at this year's E3, even though I didn't get around to playing the first one. I'm sold this next one will be an instant hit. The game is expected to release sometime in 2017 and will be playable on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Now, Preston, I gotta say, what an interesting name choice. I don't know how this is allowed.
I don't either, but knowing South Park, I'm not really surprised.
Imagine taking little Jimmy to the store, and little Jimmy's right next to you, and you go by the game section. He's like, Mom, I want that one. And she's like, what do you want? And he goes, Mom, I want the fractured butthole.
And that's just not.
This is what you've done. This is what you've done, Ubisoft.
No, I didn't play the first one, The Stick of Truth.
But I heard it was phenomenal.
Everyone
loved it.
My brother loved it. But
You have a brother?
Yeah, I have 3 brothers
That's cool.
and a sister.
Let's get into number 1.
Number 1, Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Now, of course, this game would make the top of our list because everyone has been patiently waiting after being delayed multiple times since 2015. Players will once again be able to play as Link through this time in a massive open world environment. The game will have support for multiple different amiibos, including Wolf Link, which will be able to help you in battle. Hell, you can even snowboard on your shield. Need I say more? The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will be playable on the Wii U and Nintendo Switch in 2017.
Let's talk about this, man. Legend of Zelda, we're back. Link is back. He's ready to swing his sword and break those pots.
Now, what's the deal with this amiibo?
So I got to see this firsthand at E3, and I thought this was pretty cool. It's like a little wolf dude that comes with, I think you could pre-order it. I don't know how you got it, but it's a wolf amiibo, and you put it on your little Wii U pad, whatever. He enters in the game, and he's like your dog. He's like your dog in like The Last of Us. Not The Last of Us. What's the game where you have the dog?
I think it is.
It's Fallout.
Oh,
where you have the game, and the dog follows you, blah, blah, blah.
Wow, that sounds awesome.
So you have like a wolf that's gonna protect you, and you're Link, and there's a wolf. It's pretty cool.
I mean, I'm just excited to be Link again. I mean, they make so many games where you're not really Link. You're just kind of like other people that look like Link.
Lame.
I'm not surprised that this one gets first. Legend of Zelda games always
It
get
deserves
first.
it. Well, guys, that completes this episode of the top 5 most anticipated games for 2017. Now, there was a lot of good games out there, and it was really hard to make this list. But we're also very interested in knowing what you guys think are the top 5 most anticipated games of 2017.
Don't forget to leave your top 5 list in
Down
the
below.
comments below.
Otherwise, you're not cool.
I mean, you're not as cool as us.
And I'm pretty cool.
Obviously.
Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. We'll catch you guys later.
See you next time.
Hey guys, what's going on? Just a reminder to turn on bell notifications. If you are unfamiliar with this process, just go click subscribe, and then right next to that you will see a little bell. And then once you click the bell, you're gonna have this little notification pop up. Make sure you click this little box and then save it, and there you go. We're basically best friends. You'll get all our updates.